Hey everyone, it's Tim from Linessa Farm Specialty and Heirloom Livestock. Thanks for joining us again today. As always, you can contact us on our website at www.linessafarms.com, or you can send us an email at customerservice@linessafarms.com. Go to our website, you can find all kinds of information on how to contact us and how to reach out to us on social media as well. Before we go any farther, right over here, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It helps us out immensely. It lets me know that you're interested in the videos that I'm making, and it helps us to make more videos for you. Again, these videos are made for people just like you based off the questions and comments that we receive. I just wanted to take some time this evening to make a quick video for you. I normally don't do vlogs, but I've been getting lots and lots of questions rolling in recently. And I wanted to reach out to you and respond, and this seemed like the best way to do it. This way I can respond to a bunch of questions at once. We've been getting a lot of questions recently about getting new animals and getting situated, and so I just wanted to touch on some subjects really quick, take a few minutes to talk about it with you to try to clear some things up. Now, I will say I'm not going to go in great detail about any specific topics tonight. That's why we have the other videos out there for you. So check out our page on YouTube and see our other videos, and you'll get more information about these specific topics. But I just want to cover some really quick basics and some things that you need to think about before you get livestock and before you bring it home. First thing, you need to find a place to get reputable information that will teach you how to take care of your livestock and to answer questions that you may not already know. Now, when I look up information, I choose to get my information from places that are usually places of education, universities. Cornell University has a good program, Michigan, Purdue. These are scholarly works, peer-reviewed works that are put out and generally tend to be pretty accurate. The other thing is, you can't see it, but over my shoulder here I have some books. One of those books is the Merck Veterinary Manual. Now, I work in healthcare, and so it makes it easy for me to understand the lingo that's involved in the Merck Veterinary Manual, but it might not be so user-friendly for you if you're not used to certain kinds of language that's used, more medical terminology. May be hard for you to follow. So the other thing I want you to consider is continue watching videos on YouTube. I'm not the only person that puts out sheep videos on YouTube or sheep and goat videos on YouTube. There's a few of us, not a lot of us, but there are a few of us that put out pretty high quality, pretty good videos on YouTube. There's one lady in particular, I believe she's in Canada, puts out fantastic videos and really good information. Animal husbandry is generally the same no matter how many you have. I know the individual that I was just speaking of, I know she has a very big farm and runs lots and lots of sheep, and I don't. I have a moderate sized farm. I run maybe 50 sheep, 30 goats. I have a full-time job. During the week, this is not my primary thing that I do. As I said, I work in healthcare. So, I don't want you to worry about that though, depending on, I want you to pay attention to the quality of the videos, the information that they're giving you, and don't worry too much about if they have a big outfit or a small outfit. You're going to generally learn the same. You might not have some of the bells and whistles that some of these people have. You may not have some of the bells and whistles on your farm that I have, but it's something that you're going to work up to. But again, animal husbandry, generally the same. The next thing I want you to think about is veterinarians in your area that take care of the animal that you're going to buy, in this case, sheep. You need to have someone that you can reach out to and get good quality health care if you need it. So before you bring any sheep home, I want you to find a local veterinarian in your area that can help take care of your animal. Now, I live in Northwest Indiana. We have some really great options in our area. A mile up the road from me, I have a fantastic place called Stock Vets. We have probably, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best veterinarians in the country as far as goats are concerned. That's Dr. Rumsey, and he really knows his way around sheep as well. So I'm just blessed with the fact that I have someone so close, but you're probably blessed too. You probably have someone really nearby in your area that really, really knows a lot. The other thing I want you to consider is feed source and bedding sources. You need to have someone in your area that can provide you with good quality hay and good quality straw. As you'll see in some of our other videos, your animals are going to have hay. They have to. You cannot just feed them pelletized feed. They have to have hay. The other thing you need to consider is a water source. You're going to have some source of water in order to take care of your animals. Time constraints. Getting an animal is a commitment that you're going to have to make. And that commitment involves maybe sometimes that things get a little bit tough and you might not be able to do the things that you want to do, specifically around birthing time in the spring, if that's something that you're considering. Do you have anyone in your area that can help you watch your animals? If you want to pack up the family and go to Disney World for a week, who's going to take care of your animals? You just can't leave them for a week. Even if you've got a great setup and you know they're not going to get out, you have to be around and you have to put in the time. With that being said, you have to spend time with these animals. It would be a mistake for you to consider getting these animals and just leaving them outside and not doing anything with them. You need to get to know them. You need to be able to look at them and tell if something's wrong. Because if you get to know your animals, you'll be able to tell. You'll go out there, you'll look at them, you'll say, you know what, they're not acting right, something's wrong, and it'll cue you in to help you keep your animals healthy and give them good, long, quality lives that they deserve. Shearing. Unless you're getting a hair sheep, 100% hair sheep, you need to find someone that can shear for you. Now, you may think, hey, I'm going to teach myself how to shear, and that's fine. But until you've done it and you can demonstrate to yourself that you can do it effectively, you need to have someone that can shear to come out and do that for you. Other basic skills that you're going to have to learn how to do. You're going to have to learn how to trim hooves. You're going to have to learn how to give injections. These animals require vaccinations. Sometimes they require injections of medications if something were to go wrong. And you want to spin yourself up on these things. You want to learn how to do these things. A vet visit to your house may cost you as much as a new animal costs. And so you don't want to be stuck paying a bill on something that you could easily do yourself for pennies on the dollar. Another thing that you need to consider is you need to get good quality livestock from a reputable breeder. And I'm not putting in a plug for our farm necessarily. There are plenty of good breeders in your area. If you're looking for a good breeder, I would say once you decide on the breed of animal that you want, look on the internet and find that animal specific breeding or that specific animals association. For example, Polled Dorsets, you have Continental Dorset Club of America. If you live in Canada, you have national clubs up there as well. You know, look into those clubs, look at their listing. They'll generally have a listing of members that you can search for based off of your specific geographical location. It'll put you in touch with good people that you can buy from. I would highly suggest you go to the breeder's farm, look at the way that they raise the animals, look at the quality of the animals, look at the quality of their surroundings and how they're raised. Make a determination on your own before you bring them home. There's no reason why someone shouldn't allow you to come to their farm and see their setup. If someone's offering to sell you something at a meeting point, or they don't want you to come to their farm, or you're at a sale barn, something like that, if you can't see where they came from and you can't see what you're getting, just don't do it. It's not worth it. General prices. General prices are very difficult to say. I would say, if I had to say an average price in the United States of weaned, good quality breeding animals in our area, you were going to be looking at somewhere in the realm of $350 for a good breeding ewe lamb, and $600 up for a good quality breeding ram lamb. There are variations on that. You may know someone. They may be higher depending on if they're club lambs or if they're commercial production lambs. But again, just something for you to think about. If you don't have the money, we have people that call us all the time and they're like, I just want something cheap. What do you got that's really cheap? We don't have anything that's really cheap because we don't sell really cheap junk animals to people to use for breeding or for even commercial use, because we don't want our name associated with something that's not good quality. If we get an animal that there's a defect or if there's something wrong, that animal usually gets sold in a very specific way to someone that we know is going to use it for meat, or we slaughter it ourselves and use it for meat here on our farm. We are not in the business of selling junk animals or damaged animals, and neither are most professional producers. It's just not something that we do, and that's something that you should understand, and hopefully that you can respect as well. The last thing I want you to think of before we go too much farther into is I want you to think about transport. Do you have the means to transport these animals to get them from point A to point B if need be? You may not really need that. You may have a setup to where someone is going to deliver them for you, but if you know for a fact you're going to have to be moving these animals at some point, consider getting maybe a small used trailer or a pickup truck with a cap on the back, or make sure you have someone that you know that you can get it from. I guess I did have one more point that I wanted to bring up. Having a place in your local area that you can get feed from is important as well. Again, here in our location, we have some great options. The big box stores are always an option. You know, you have your Tractor Supply, Rural King, whatever feed stores in your area. There are other options. In one of our videos, you'll see we'll show you how to mix feed at home. You're going to have to find a specialty producer. We like Hunter Nutrition. We think that Jeff Hunter is one of the best in the business. And I believe you can find him at hunternutrition.com. We're going to have some links for you down in the description below. But that's it. That's a lot. That's more than enough for you to think about. Tell me what you think about the video. Tell me what you think about this format. Kind of give me some feedback. And if there's questions based off of what I've told you, or comments, no wrong comments, nothing right, nothing wrong. Your opinion is yours and it's appreciated, and it will be treated with respect. So by all means, feel free to leave comments below. Thank you again for watching. We really appreciate it. Please, again, consider subscribing. That helps us out a lot. It helps us to grow, and it helps me to be able to continue doing what I enjoy, which is making these videos for you.